start with a brief presentation today of the report which is going to be launched. May I just request my colleagues please do that? The name may sound long and a bit complicated to most of us, but please be assured this is a very critical area of reform which the government is keenly looking forward to address, because the opportunity is that India is a magnet for foreign investment, and it is a crucial engine for its economic growth. Now, we have seen remarkable upward trajectory of inflows. Over $1 trillion have come into India over the period of April to March 2025. But the challenge continues that we can unlock even greater opportunities when we refine our approach to permanent establishment in India's international tax regime. So, detailed research has shown that there is an increased compliance burden wherever there is a complexity in the taxes. When there is a lack of clarity, there is an increased compliance burden. Prolonged litigations can occur, and which of course means a lot of time is invested. So this results in that despite the fact that India's inherent appeal and remarkable FDI growth, but various structural impediments, which include like what we are discussing today, is that a strategic solution, an optional presumptive taxation. What does it mean? It's a simplified optional tax scheme where a foreign company can choose to be taxed on a predefined rate, which is industry specific, of course, of a percentage of its gross revenue, rather than undergoing a complex case-by-case audit. Why presumptive taxation is being recommended in this working paper? Because it reduces discretion and litigation. It simplifies compliance, and of course, it ensures that the revenue which is to come to India is protected. Dear friends, the key suggestions of this report, of course, we'll be able to access the report very soon. One, of course, is recommending an industry-specific rates, which would be different deemed profit rates for various sectors. Importantly, these are optional and rebuttable. If a foreign company does not want to opt in for this, it can also opt in and file a regular return for its actual profits and lower than the presumptive rate if it so chooses. The choice is with the investment company. Third suggestion is regarding safe harbors. That tax authorities would not separately litigate the existence of a permanent establishment for that particular activity, providing a critical safe harbor. We'll discuss this in more detail in the report. And last but not the least, administrative simplicity. Now, companies that opt in would be exempt from maintaining detailed accounts in India for those activities, significantly easing the compliance burden, therefore making our tax regime that much more attractive. Our domestic law, align them with global norms, and avoid retrospective amendments. Second is enhance stakeholder engagement. Where we feel it's very important to ensure that the mechanism is very transparent, and through such mechanism we have a mandatory public consultation through industry bodies, tax experts, and foreign investors whenever a major change in the tax policy is being introduced. Thirdly, robust dispute resolution mechanism. We need to adopt what will be the benefits. Dramatic reduction in litigation is what our research has shown by providing a clear, agreed basis for taxation. The disputes for PE existence and, of course, the following profit attribution would significantly diminish. It would lead to boosting investor confidence and the ease of doing business. A presumptive scheme would provide investors with clear rates of TDS, 2%, 5%, 10%, 15%. Now, I am the person who has to deduct the TDS. I think that the rate at which I have to deduct is 10%. And I deduct it and I deposit it. You are the tax authority, you suddenly think that the rate is 15%. And you think I have not deducted 15%. I actually am doing you a service. I am collecting tax collection on your behalf. And now you are penalizing me for not having collected. Am I to be blamed? So what happens is, what should be a friendly relationship becomes an adversarial relationship. So we will be coming out with reports on
TDS and how do you do appeals and how do you reopen cases. We are also looking at futuristic areas, making our tax system future ready. If you have to be India of 2047, you need to have a tax system that is modern. A lot of the tax systems in India were designed when you had a paper and pen process. Today, everything is electronic. Your accounts are filed electronically to the registrar of companies and to SEBI or whatever. Why you do our tax systems not be actually aligned with these modern processes? So we're going to come out with reports on that, and also how do you use behavioral pattern to improve tax compliance? Tax performance. A lot of people who know that they can file a tax return easily don't know that they can file it easily. If you do that, they think it's a complex process. You have to go through chartered accounting. So I think this is it. Coming to this report, this is a report. The details have been explained by Sanjeet and context has been explained by colleague Dr. Puniha. It is about improving the treatment of taxation of permanent establishment in India. When a foreign investor invests in India, he has a permanent establishment. The question of a PE is how do you define a PE and how do you tax a PE? Question is people want a simplicity. You heard the four keywords which you heard. People want stability, they want predictability, they want uniformity, and they want certainty. You know, you go to a hotel and you order some food, and you know that the item is say 300 rupees. And when the bill comes, it comes to be 400 rupees because he has added GST. You don't really like it. You would have liked to know it in advance that the bill will not be 300, 400, and you would have faced an embarrassing situation where you have run out of money. Whereas if you are told that further, let me mention what this tax policy consultative group is. It's been widely acknowledged that a very stable, certain, and predictable tax regime is critical for both investment and economic growth. Uncertainty is not good for investors. Uncertainty is not good for business. So it is that in mind that we brought in a tax expert into NITI as a fellow, and we have created a consultative group on tax policy. The details of that are in the report, which will be going up in a short while. It contains not only people from NITI, it contains our fellow, it has representatives from the tax department, and it has got experts from outside as members. What are they planning to do? The whole purpose is, the country is on the move. The country has a goal of becoming Viksit Bharat by 2047, which requires us to grow at a rapid pace, create enough jobs for our people, and all that requires investment and a very predictable business situation. Thanks to the guidance of the Prime Minister, you can see reforms actually picking up.